Boy, my definition of AI. So we work mostly in AI enablement. And so, well, not an AI enablement, but more sort of autonomous systems enablement. So one component of that, of course, is AI. So I think that AI is a general computing engine. It's one of the best definitions that I've sort of seen. I was reading a research paper, in fact, from NVIDIA, and they sort of characterized an AI model as a generalized way to model some type of system. And I think that that's a really nice way to say it. So you have some type of input and some type of output and some function in the middle that can be defined in more classical approaches mathematically and in more complex AI-based approaches, also mathematically, but in much more complex terms. AI has been very, very successful in characterizing uncertain or unstructured type environments. So from a perception perspective, from a planning perspective, it's incredibly effective at taking things that, using generalized representations to understand the world around it and to make plans for achieving goals. So that's been an incredible revelation in autonomous driving, where suddenly you move from a system which has to be defined based on rules and and maybe sort of simple learning behaviors to something which exhibits extremely complex behaviors with a relatively simple sort of development process. One of the big challenges of AI is that it's non-deterministic. I mean, in effect, it is deterministic, but the input space is so large that it's difficult to tie down in terms of a deterministic result for any given input. And so the challenge there is that typically safety models, just in a general way, rely on determinism. The idea that we can reliably tie some input to some known output. And so with AI, we really end up violating that principle. And so I think the most interesting area of AI from our perspective, and we are an infrastructure and safety type company, is how do we create a framework that allows these AI algorithms to perform at their best, but also ensuring that they're behaving safely. I think the Bali Bay conference, I wasn't sure what to expect. It's my first time here, and I was really impressed generally at the audience. Typically, I'm talking to autonomous driving people, and we get much more into the weeds in terms of the specifics of our technology or challenges that we've identified. But talking to the people here, they are a bunch of very, very smart people with lots of experience in AI. But not much experience in autonomous driving. I'm seeing like a really broad cross-section of folks that are working in data science, and that I think is just great. So the audience has been really amazing. Also the speaker lineup I think has been really dynamic. Very different perspectives, different areas of interest for each speaker. So those things have been great. And then I think finally it's just been really professionally run. Like you guys are just very dialed in terms of all the logistics, all the facilities and things like that. So yeah, just well done. I'm impressed.